All right, good afternoon. Just a late video here this afternoon so far. Real quick, something to watch out for overnight and into tomorrow. Of course, Bitcoin is bouncing up about 850 bucks over 28K. Did not pick up Mara today. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. But darn, Mara's up about 8% at this point. You have a very strong move on the Qs right now off Microsoft and Amazon. The Q's moving towards that 314 mark. So that's interesting, given that we closed under 310 and we're up now $4 on the QQQ. So that is quite an impressive move here so far. Microsoft, as you know, beat, and they just hit about 299.87 at the highs. It just blew over 300 on Microsoft. So big winner on Microsoft, whoever got some. I know Jenny got some. And of course, Google might be picking up some slack here. We hit a high of 110.60. Just to take a look at a chart on Google here on a daily, this move finally filled a gap, all right, towards that 110 area here. All right. So we hit about 110.61 in the after hours, and Google starting to move a little bit here. So 110.60 puts us right above April and February highs. Okay. So tomorrow we're just going to have to see where Google opens up at. If we open up around this area, the profits aren't going to be that great. It's something. It's better than getting IV crushed, right, with a pinned move. But this obviously changes the trajectory for tomorrow. Now, Amazon is back at 108, up 5% in the after hours. We know that Amazon 109 is a big deal, right? We sold off at 109 yesterday, and we're right back above the moving average 200, potentially with the gap up in the morning. So something to watch for, because they do have earnings on Thursday. If we get a nice dip on Amazon, let's say on the 1 hour chart here, we can get a nice dip around this area, 105 back here, because I know it's getting very much heated here. But this is a good watch for tomorrow. The SPY slightly above 408 at this point. So funny that we're bouncing from this 406 area back in April, and we're doing a quadruple bottom bounce here. See how this holds up tomorrow. But watch out. If we run into 410, there's going to be trouble and resistance at 410, especially right here, because where 410 held as support over the last several days, okay, that would now become resistance. All right. So let's see how far we can. We gap up in the morning. We gap up in the morning. We have to fill the gap and maybe try to break 410. If you look at SPYs, we do have a gap above the market to 412. If it can cross 410 comfortably, there's that 412, and we're right back into the range of this whole chop for the entirety of April. So let's see how Google opens up tomorrow for us. Microsoft at this point is above $300 per share. If you look at Microsoft daily chart here. All right. So pretty much it's erased all of this loss from 291 down to 275 in just a matter of 2 hours here. If I turn on this, yep, you can see that's exactly where we're at. We're actually past the August highs. Microsoft could carry the market. 315 would be your March and April of last year highs, but this looks like a very strong move and can carry us in, with Amazon earnings coming up and with also Apple earnings next week. Keep in mind, even if we dip in the next couple of days, you still have GDP data that the market has to digest. And we've been selling off today pretty hard, right? Any good news from that? We can bounce back to 412. PCE data, soft inflation below 5.0 could also send the markets. Next week, you have FOMC on Wednesday and Apple on Thursday. AMD earnings on Tuesday. So there's still a lot of things the market has to digest for us to go other, more upside or more downside. All right. So with that, guys, hope you have a great night. I'll see you in the morning.